What up, y'all? This is BroncoJuggalo. And over the holiday, New Year's, and all the way up till a couple days ago, I've been fighting the flu, like pretty harsh. Me and the wife both got real sick. And, that's just how it goes sometimes. So yesterday, the wife and I, we were just sitting around chilling, recuperating. And we went on a bit of a Dracula kick. And we watched a Dracula movie we had never seen before. A couple she had never seen before. And we watched a couple that I had seen before that I like. And it just put me in the mood and in the thought to make this top 10 Dracula films list. Now, this is my favorite Dracula films of all time, as far as I know. Took a lot of thought, went through the list. And these are the best Dracula films. So without further ado, let's get into this. Let's just have a little bit of blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I don't say blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Now, something I don't usually do is I don't usually put honorable mentions. Well, this time I want to, just because it was so hard for me to narrow this list down to just 10. There's actually 12 that I want to mention. The first honorable mention is the Frank Langella Dracula. I think it was 1973 or 79, something like that. I don't remember. Frank Langella's Dracula. That was a really good one. Shout out to Jay for watching that with me for the first time, and I really liked that movie. But it didn't quite make the top 10, but it almost did. The next honorable mention is Dracula 3, The Legacy. Now, this is the Wes Craven Dracula franchise, and I really like that movie. A lot of people kind of shit on that franchise, and I don't see why. I think it's good. I enjoy it myself. Part 3 is way better than Part 2. It's not as good as Part 1, though. I really enjoy the Dracula 2000 movies. That's just me. All right, let's get on with our list. Coming in at number 10 is the original Bloodsucker, Dracula from 1931. Now, this one and Dracula 3, The Legacy kind of flip-flop back and forth, but I got to give this one the props and go with it. It still has a more lasting impact on me than Dracula 3 does. So, the original Dracula, number 10. Coming in at number 9 is the brand new movie that my wife and I just watched. And it's not new as in the last couple of years or anything. It's brand new to us because it's the first time we watched it, even though we've owned it for like 6 years. And that is Dracula Untold. We both really enjoyed it. I really fucking enjoyed that movie. I don't get the hate for it at all. I've been waiting to watch this movie for a while. And what I mean is, like, I remember when Jay and them did their, I think it was a positive spin on this movie. Jay and Joe did a positive spin. And I had owned the movie for a while. I still hadn't gotten around to watching it. And I was like, man, I need to watch that movie. And I was thinking about it again the other day. And as soon as I watched it, I texted them both. And I was like, this movie fucking rocks. I fucking love it. This is the kind of Dracula movie I really like. It almost has a Hammer feel to it. Speaking of Hammer, coming in at number 8 is Dracula, Prince of Darkness. Awesome fucking movie. I'd said a lot about these already because I reviewed them not too long back. So I'm going to get on with the next one, which is one I mentioned already, Dracula 2000 in the number 7 spot. Really enjoyed Dracula 2000. I've always liked this movie. I love the heavy metal score. I love that it's actually Judas Iscariot. I like the twist in the change, in the origin. I like all of that. Coming in at number 6 is the only non-live action movie on this list, and that is Vampire Hunter D. I am going to start a new series of reviews soon where I'm going to be going over anime movies. Probably not series as yet, I haven't decided, but definitely movies, and they're going to be horror ones. And Vampire Hunter D is definitely going to be on there. Coming in at number 5 is another new movie for me, and that is a brand new movie from this past year, The Last Voyage of the Demeter. fucking loved this movie. Such a cool way to do a Dracula film. In at number 4, we have another Hammer film, Scars of Dracula. Gotta love it, guys. For number 3, I have the 1992 masterpiece, Bram Stoker's Dracula, from Francis Ford Coppola, the same guy that did The Godfather. I'm sorry, to me this is like, it's not my favorite one on this list, but this is like the pinnacle of a Dracula film. This was the best Dracula movie probably they've ever made as far as quality, story, all that goes. Not my personal favorite, but it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's the best one. Coming in at number 2, we have the last Hammer film on this list, Brides of Dracula. Now, I almost didn't put this movie on here because technically Dracula is not really in it, but it's still a Dracula movie. It's in the Dracula Hammer storyline. And I'm sorry, but it's my favorite one in that franchise, and I have to put it on this list. I just have to. And those of you that know me and know me well know which my number 1 is going to be. It's my favorite Dracula movie of all time. I'm not saying it's the best Dracula movie, but it's my favorite. And it's definitely the funniest. Dracula, Dead and Loving It. Very awesome movie. So much fun. Mel Brooks is a genius. Still one of the greatest creative comedic minds of all time. And he proved that again recently in his 90s when he did History of the World Part 2. Guys, this list was a lot of fun to put together. There were so many great vampire Dracula movies. So many great things that Dracula has done. There's been shows, there's been series. Netflix has a great series from like the BBC that's awesome. I almost thought about putting those on there because they're feature length, but it is still technically a television series, so I didn't. You know, those are awesome. Hellsing is a great Dracula-related anime series. Ultimate Hellsing is really good. I prefer regular Hellsing, but Ultimate. There's so many great Dracula properties out there. I definitely recommend a bunch of these. Every single one on this list is a definite recommend, including the honorable mentions. Check them all out. This is Bronco Juggalo saying, I will see you next time, and remember to listen to the Children of the Night because they make some beautiful music. Peace.